Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Elliot from ElliotOracle.com, and I am here to do the part 3 of my Tarotscope video for the month of September to just see what's ahead for all the astrological signs. So in this video, we're going to be starting with the sign of Sagittarius. And so the first card we're going to go into for Sagittarius is where it's best to place your focus during the month of September. So for Sagittarius, your focus should be on the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a card that's telling you to be tenacious, to be stubborn. You can see he's a Catholic priest here, which indicates that he's really doggedly focused on what his beliefs are. The Hierophant tells you to follow your convictions and to go your own road and believe it's right despite opposition. Sometimes the Hierophant is also the one who illuminates the way for others. In Greek, he's the Hierophantes, which is the one who reveals or shows the sacred things. And so this is just saying that this is going to be a time for you to really be a leader to other people as well, and also to stand up for what your convictions are and communicate them to others. You can see the Hierophant card, or the Hierophant on the card, is instructing the monks that are coming to him. And he also has those keys at his feet, and that's another interesting symbol, because it could indicate that there are doorways that could be unlocking for you. And then the last connotation of the Hierophant is to find some way to plug into your spirit. Even if you're an atheist, connect to what feels sacred to you, whether it's nature or art or something beautiful. It's so important that you're letting your consciousness elevate above the mundane at this time. That's really going to give you the energy and the drive to get through all of your challenges that are ahead. The advice from your inner wisdom, Sagittarius, for the month of September is the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is a wonderful card for creativity, dreams, imagination, but it's kind of a dangerous card because sometimes it indicates that you get so stuck in your dream or in your dream world or in your head that you forget to place things in reality, that you forget to manifest them. And people can spend a long time on that Seven of Cups just wishing and hoping things are going to get better when they actually need to take the bull by the horns and get the job done. So the Seven of Cups just says also to eliminate any wishy-washiness with other people, or if there's fog that's being put over your eyes, it's really saying it's time to clear that fog. It's time to bring in some incisive communication in order to really find out what's happening behind the scenes. And then also when I see that Hierophant card right next to that Seven of Wands, it could just indicate that you need to be stubborn and really push your suit right now, really be dogged and not accept any smoke and mirrors during this next month. All right, next for the astrological Tarotscopes, we have the sign of Capricorn. And the first card for Capricorn is where it's best to place your focus during the month of September. So for Capricorn, you got the Star card. What a beautiful card. The Star is all about developing your wisdom. The Star is all about transcendence, connecting with other people. And it's also about connecting with the immortal part of yourself, the part that transcends your earthly worries, your cares, your concerns. This says it's time to get into the big stuff. The Star is long linked with creativity and also the return of hope after dark times. The Star always appears in the tarot after the darkest cards, like the Death card and the Devil card and the Tower card. Then we get the Star, and it's like you could breathe a sigh of relief. The woman on the Star card is taking from the universal pool, and she's pouring some of that energy on the dry earth next to her, which means that she's pouring some of that universal energy onto her own life to benefit it in some way. But she's also pouring some of that water back into the universal pool to help the collective. So what this card says is that it may be a month where you're paying it forward, where you might be really blessed or things have been going very well for you, but now it's time to reconnect and find out who else needs a helping hand and maybe show up for them. The Star is also about connecting with people, especially over long distances via internet or even just through correspondence or travel. So this could be a good time to bring in other viewpoints too. And then advice from your inner wisdom, Capricorn, is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is traditionally known as the messenger of love. He's also a water bearer, just like on the Star card. And he's coming up because he's saying it's so important that you follow your heart at this time. The Knight of Cups follows his joy, and he also communicates that to other people. Sometimes the Knight of Cups is associated with artists or people that create something, or even with people that are able to communicate their feelings or give good counsel or care to other people as well. This is going to be a little bit more of an emotional month for you, Capricorn, especially with all of that water symbolism all over the place. But both cards are very positive, and it could just be a time of connecting or even making some new friendships. All right, and then we have the sign of Aquarius. And the first card for Aquarius is where it's best for them to place their focus during the month of September. And we have the Eight of Cups, which is a card of searching. It's a card of getting back in touch with your authentic self. There's an eclipse on this card, and the moon is blocking out the sun. The moon is the symbol for your instincts, your intuition, your true nature, and the sun is your external self. It's your image. It's the superficial stuff that really doesn't matter, but that we put so much time and energy into. And you can see this man who's on the journey to go toward the water because he's trying to connect with that lunar energy again. He's really trying to get back to his authentic self. Sometimes this accompanies a sense of feeling depressed or off. And sometimes the Eight of Cups is a card of retreat or just needing to get your bearings back. So instead of thinking your way through problems right now or just barreling ahead, the Eight of Cups could be advising you that it's time for a retreat, it's time to catch your breath, and it's also time to listen to your own inner voice and recalibrate where you want to head over this next month. The advice from your inner wisdom, Aquarius, is the Queen of Cups. So 2 Cups cards. And Queen of Cups, of all the tarot cards, is the one that's holding the most elaborately decorated chalice. So this is showing that she's really valuing her feelings and emotions. And there's a lot of Aquariuses, not all, but there are a lot, that sometimes have a trouble with really delving into their emotions or being intimate. They're very cerebral generally, unless they have some major water signs going on in their chart. But the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Cups are really saying that your feelings are undeniable right now. They're really calling you towards something. It could also just indicate that this is a time to take care of yourself with matters of the heart and really to just give yourself some space with that. The Queen of Cups is a very nurturing card too. So this could even be a time when you're protective of others or really just looking out for the benefit of others in general. But she's a wonderful card. This is just a time to really delve into your sensitivity. All right, and then finally, we have the sign of Pisces. And the first card for Pisces is where Pisces needs to place their focus during the month of September. And that's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is like a magic wand. When it comes up, it really brings in the magic of inspiration. Things are coming to life. There's momentum building. There's inspiration. And it's almost like hitting you like a bolt from the blue. The Ace of Wands being a magic wand, though, is much like the magic wands in the fairy tale. And if you remember the story of Cinderella, who also kind of seemed rather Piscean, she had the fairy godmother who made her pumpkin into a carriage in order for her to get in that carriage and make her dreams come true. However, the magic spell had a time limit. And so always with the Ace of Wands, there's a sense of urgency because the clock will strike midnight and then your carriage is going to be a pumpkin again. So when this card comes up, it's saying when you get that divine inspiration to act, do it. There is a sense of urgency underneath you, and this is your time to really manifest your dreams. So you do want to place your focus on acting on your inspiration. The next card for Pisces is advice from your inner wisdom for the month of September, and that's the Fool card. Very similar to the Ace of Wands. It's a card of new beginnings and also optimism. Things are opening up for you. And this is a marvelous month to take risks, to go out on a limb, to try new things. And also when we see the Fool, he's completely unself-conscious. So it's a wonderful month for you to not be self-conscious. Don't really care if you look stupid or if you try something and someone doesn't like it or someone's laughing at you or whatever. The Fool card just says be unapologetically enthusiastic about your life and really just dive into it with wonder. Always the Fool is an optimistic card. It indicates journeys and movement and magic, and especially when I double it with that Ace of Wands, this is just an excellent month for you to get the ball rolling on your projects and to just try something new or follow your creative hunches. So that is it for the Tarotscopes for September. And if you enjoyed it, I do encourage you to go to elliotoracle.com and schedule a personal one-on-one tarot session with me. These little mini readings are wonderful, but they're nothing compared to a one-on-one session with me that goes into all of your cares and concerns. So I really hope you all have a wonderful September and enjoy the fall. Take care.